Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to hang out with us today. If you like the music on this channel, go to our YouTube music channel at Drizzlerworks Music, or just click on the link in this video. There we have calming and study music to chill out to or for your next grind. Your support helps us reach good people like yourself. So with that said, let's dive into something that affects almost everyone at some point in life: manipulation. The tricky part about manipulation is that it often works best when it's invisible, when we don't even realize it's happening. That's why today we're breaking down 3 of the most common signs of manipulation that often go unnoticed. By the end of this video, you'll be better prepared to recognize the subtle tactics someone might use to take advantage of you or steer your choices without your consent. Sign number 1, guilt tripping disguised as concern. We all know guilt is one of the most powerful levers for controlling human behavior. Sometimes manipulators don't present guilt in an obvious way. Instead, they package it as caring words or gentle concern. For example, maybe you tell a friend you're too tired to go out, and they reply with something like, "Oh, that's fine. I just thought you cared about spending time with me." Notice what happened there? Instead of respecting your boundary, they've shifted the conversation, making you feel responsible for their hurt feelings. The danger here is subtle. It makes you feel like the bad guy when you're simply honoring your limits. This tactic thrives on people who are empathetic and don't want to hurt others. Over time, you can feel pressured to abandon healthy boundaries just to avoid disappointing someone. It can show up in relationships, friendships, families, or even workplaces. A boss might say, "I thought you were the type of person who goes the extra mile," when what they're really doing is shaming you into working overtime for free. How do you spot guilt tripping wrapped in concern? The key is noticing how you feel right after the interaction. If you walk away feeling drained, ashamed, or pressured to make it up to the other person, that's a red flag. Healthy concern leaves you feeling supported. Manipulative concern leaves you with the weight of responsibility that isn't yours to carry. Sign number 2, withholding information to keep you off balance. Knowledge is power, and manipulators know it. A subtle yet powerful tactic is when someone intentionally withholds pieces of information, keeping you slightly in the dark. That way you have to rely on them for guidance or clarity. This often happens in workplaces. Maybe your manager gives you only half of the project details, but then later blames you for not delivering what they expected. In relationships, a partner might keep certain financial or personal details from you, not by outright lying, but by carefully leaving gaps, making you dependent on what little they do reveal. It's not always obvious because withholding doesn't scream manipulation the way yelling or demanding might. But think about how it makes you feel. Do you often feel confused? Do you find yourself second-guessing or repeatedly having to follow up? That ongoing disorientation is the manipulator's way of staying in control. One key sign: when a person always seems to know more than you about situations that directly involve you. Instead of you being an equal participant, you're left reacting to their choices, timelines, or sudden new revelations. This keeps the power dynamic unbalanced. The antidote is cultivating awareness. Ask direct questions, seek clarity, and don't let silence or vague answers slide. If someone gets defensive or evasive when you genuinely need clarity, that's usually a sign the withholding isn't accidental. It's intentional. Sign number 3, excessive flattery that feels almost too good to be true. We all appreciate compliments. It's natural human behavior to enjoy being recognized. But manipulators weaponize flattery by using it strategically, often very early in a relationship or interaction. To lower your guard, they might shower you with over-the-top praise. "You're the only one who truly understands me," or "I've never met anyone as talented, smart, or kind as you." While those words feel amazing at first, they can subtly pressure you into reciprocating trust or compliance before it's earned. Think of it this way: genuine compliments usually arise naturally and feel balanced. Manipulative flattery, however, feels a bit like a performance. It comes heavy, frequent, and often has an ulterior motive. For instance, in sales, a person might flatter your taste in order to push you toward a purchase. In relationships, someone might build you up excessively so you overlook red flags. Over time, it creates a subtle pressure, because when someone makes you feel special or unique, you may hesitate to say no to them out of fear of losing that admiration. A strong clue is when praise feels less about you and more about what the other person gains by giving it. If you sense someone is putting you on a pedestal too quickly, ask yourself, is this authentic appreciation or is it a setup to influence my decisions? Bringing it all together. These three signs, guilt-tripping disguised as concern, withholding information to keep you off balance, and excessive flattery that feels almost too good to be true, can sneak under your radar if you're not paying attention. Manipulation often hides in plain sight, feeding off our natural empathy, our trust, and our desire for connection. By learning to spot these subtle tactics, you can protect yourself from being steered in directions that don't align with your best interests. The key takeaway is this: trust your gut feelings. If something feels off, if you leave conversations feeling more pressured than supported, or if the compliments feel strategic rather than genuine, pause and reassess. Manipulation isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's the quietest voices that have the deepest hooks. So develop the habit of observing both the words and the impact they leave behind. Healthy relationships, whether personal, professional, or social, are built on clarity, respect, and authenticity. Anything else is a signal to set stronger boundaries. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I have more videos, so feel free to watch them as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.